Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. Today we're talking about Chanel custom jewelries and specifically about Chanel brooches. And I wear my Chanel brooch quite often on this channel, so you probably see me wearing them from time to time. And I just want to do a quick video to show you guys, when you purchase a brooch or custom jewelry from Chanel, things you can expect and whether my personal opinions on these things and whether I think they are worth the money or not. So I have two Chanel brooches. They come in this very similar packaging. This is their typical like Chanel black boxes. And when you open the box, it comes in this velvety kind of folding packaging. Has the word Chanel on top. And when you unfold it, this is what it looks like. It's very pretty. Usually the jewelry looks very pretty against the dark background fabric. I think that's the intent. Sorry, the lighting is a bit awkward, so I have to like show you guys at different angle to see the details. So this one here, I got it in 2019 holiday time. So it came with this special holiday packaging as well. There are a lot of Chanel fans, they actually collect these holiday packagings. And if you're new to Chanel, you might not know this, but every year they come out with different designs of camellia flowers and ribbons. I really like the design that they had in 2019, but again, I mean, these things are just additional, right? Like you don't always necessarily have the funds or the means to purchase things necessarily for holidays specifically. And again, on any hot items, the longer you wait, they'll probably be gone. So I don't think specifically you just buy Chanel during holidays. But I mean, if you can time certain things, and I mean, they're ideal for gifts, right? So that's why I think it's pretty cool to be able to get those special packagings, and they tend to be generally done in a different material that seems to be a little bit higher quality. People, very crafty, creative people, even turning things into little hair clips or little, like brooches themselves using these camellia flowers. So I think it's pretty cool if you're into those things. And then sorry, go back to the actual brooches. So this one here, the size, I'll take out the other one so you guys can see. Normally when I pack them, like after I used it, I don't actually have to I don't normally pack it completely like this because I'm lazy. I usually just throw it into the middle and fold it in. I think there's enough protection that I don't really worry about it and just like store it back into the box. So this is the first one, and this one I got it from boutique. This one is a gift, and it's a bit older, but it's gorgeous. It's in this more classic, sorry, let's put it against the classic velvet fabric. As you can see, it's really shiny and it's fully just stone, like it has stone all over it. It's a smaller size, so if you compare the sizes. I did do unboxing on these as well, so you guys can check that out. I think that what was done with my phone, so even the focus might be even easier to tell, sorry. I'm just always having issue with focus on these when I record. But anyways, all that to say is the larger size is obviously a lot better for like your coats and sweaters, and if you want to have something more stand out on your outfit, this size is perfect. It's not too large, it's not too small. I personally think it's totally fine still to wear on a dress or on something, but it works really well. So I do think it's a really nice size. It's about, I would say about 2.5 inches if you really want to know measurement, and this one is maybe more about 1.5. Just eyeing it, I think that's about it. So they're about maybe a 1 inch difference. And this one definitely goes really nicely on your kind of evening gowns or something a bit more formal. If you are wearing something tight and this doesn't, and it's more sparkly, so better for like evening events and things like that. This one has jewels, like stones on it, but it's not very obvious. So it's mostly like pearls. Again, they're fake pearls, fake stones. These are custom jewelry. They have real jewelry lines where they have gold items, but these are not like real. They don't have gold plating. They don't have anything that are actually like actual silver or gold on these, or pearls. So just have expectations, even though they price like they are real jewelries, but they're not. So also showing you guys for these brooches what you could look for, or just, you know, they all come with a stamp in the bag. I don't think I'll be able to focus to the details of the stamp. You can find pictures of the stamps online for sure, but they all come with a stamp. Is a means to authenticate them and to figure out what age, what series they are from when they're made. So they're right here for these two. They tend to be at the same spot for most of them. The mechanism to open them, it's the same too most of the time. So it has a turning kind of clasp right here. You just turn it the other way and then you put the pin out. And that's how you, oh, the focus is really off. This is the pin. You rotate the clip, you pull it out, and that's how you pin to your jacket or your coat. It takes a few practice. I mean, for someone who doesn't wear brooches very often, I do feel like it took me some time to be able to put them on fast and to just the right spot. So, but after I used it for a while, I really, really love it. Every time I'm not sure what other, I'm not a jewelry person in general, like, or very accessorized person. So whenever I feel like I need a little touch of something sparkle, this is what I go for. The other thing to consider is I don't have a lot of them simply because I still feel a bit too self-conscious to be wearing these for work purpose. Now that we are working from home, I do have video chat or video conferences every day, but I still feel like it's a bit flashy, I guess, to be wearing these, especially on camera. So I generally don't wear them for these teleconferences, video conferences, I should say. But other than that, every day when I go out, I pin this on my coat very often. So I do use it. I would say it's good for the money that I've paid for, especially this one, because I think I definitely reach for this one a lot more. This one, I haven't used it too often. Again, just simply because we haven't had too many formal events, or where I have occasion to wear something a bit more classy and formal, and you know. So this one, once in a while, I use it for the video, depending on what I'm wearing, but not one that I kind of take it out often. But I absolutely love it, and this one, I do use it very often. If I ever do consider adding another one, I think it will be a more plain one with just gold hardware. And that one, I think it's even kind of on the edgy, cooler side, which you can add to more casual outfits. This one works too, but the pearl design on it kind of limits you to what you can pair with, even though pearl is a classic kind of signature element to Chanel brand in general. But I do find this brooch to be a little bit limiting from that perspective. But are they worth the price? They are, if you are not aware, they're pretty much priced around the same price as a card holder or small SLG, you know, a card holder, a small wallet, and things like that. I personally think they are beautiful, and I use them more than I use like a card holder from Chanel. Like my card holder has been sitting there quite a bit. So I would say yes, but don't go like, I mean, obviously some people collect these and they have like 100 of them, and that's fine. They buy one from each season. But I think for, if you considering just realistically how often you would use this, I think 1 to 2 brooches in collection is absolutely a great idea, and I would highly recommend, because I do think they are super useful as a touch-up to your outfit. You can pin these on your sweater and even on your hats, or some people do it on their pants or belts to make it look like a belt buckle. I've tried that too, and it's great. So there are really a number of different ways you could use it. You know, you can put it on your scarf, and just like different ways, different placement of it in your outfit, and they could all look really, really nice. So definitely recommend to have 1 or 2, and then you can look in the vintage market as well. They tend to have a lot of really nice quality good condition vintage pieces as well. So those might be a good consideration if you don't want to pay the hefty full price on these things. And I would say, like any other brand, probably you get a better quality, better made item from a vintage source anyway. So but again, because these are custom jewelry, sometimes the condition is quite poor. Especially I've seen a lot of them with the clasp part all rusted, and I don't think those will last very long, so avoid those ones. Do ask for, you know, make sure you're getting it from a reputable source, because again, these custom jewelries are very heavily counterfeited, because as you can tell, it's super easy. Chanel earrings, Chanel necklaces are just like heavily fake. Like there are so many fakes out there, so I would be very careful if you're considering buying from you know, a seller, like a random seller online. At the end of the day, it's, you know, in comparison to a handbag or something, it's really only a fraction of the price. So if you can and you have an opportunity to find them in store that you like, I would say why not just buy from the boutique. Some people even pin these on their other handbag. There was a trend for a while where they pin the brooch onto like a knitted mini bag that looks very, very much like a mini Chanel bag. And those are some of the things that people are also using these brooches for. But personally, like, I think really it can be pinned onto a very plain shirt and totally change the way that it looks. So definitely recommend. And if I have to pick one size to recommend, I would say this one, as I mentioned here, because it can go on coats and larger sweaters as well, whereas the smaller ones have more limited, well, because for me it's more of an everyday piece, so that would be what I recommend. I think I've covered everything I want to. Oh, I should have shown you guys a comparison. So normally, again, if you're new to Chanel, normally this is the camellia flower you'll get, and this is the ribbon. So you can tell the ribbon is a lot quite thinner. But it's still very, very beautiful because it has this very nice texture, like very nice logo of the word Chanel on it. Even the camellia flower, it feels really nice and soft. It's, you know, it's definitely luxury. You can tell from the packaging, but the holiday ones is just another level. Kind of like it's a lot more rigid, a lot better structured, and they tend to have limited quantities, but generally there's quite a few of them. So if you have an estimator that you work with, they can keep some for you for later purchase, or they'll just save some for you on the side and they can give them to you when you make other purchases as well. Anyways, I feel like it's more of a tips and tricks kind of video, but I hope you find it helpful, and please leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Talk to you soon. Bye.